Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Odium? What's up, Gold Mask? How you guys doing? What's up, Steady Chow? Everything's good, actually. Yo, Firekeeper, how you doing, man? Okay, so... we're gonna try some sort of Fate build. And we're gonna try to optimize it in a way that is more balanced. You're playing Milady? Alright. In preparation for the new Light Great Sword.
Is it time? Now.
Let's go 58 here. Let's go 38 here for the strength. I'm gonna go 20, 18, 50. Or actually, we're gonna start with 50 here. Because I know for sure, like for sure that I'm gonna have 50 fate at least. At least 50 fate. For winning, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Welcome in, man. Really appreciate that. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna grab like some fate weapons. I'm gonna make a fate inventory, and we're gonna play around with those. So we're gonna start. Let's grab Earth Steel Dagger to start with, but we're gonna be using a bunch of them, not just like one or two. The goal is going to be to capitalize on some of that stuff. Grab these, and then, you know, I'm gonna grab a bunch of things and then sort of redistribute afterward. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be using all these straight swords, for instance. And like Milady, I'm thinking that I probably want Milady on my build, so I think I'm gonna at least go for 17 decks. Knight's Greatsword could be interesting. There's some greatsword that do a decent amount of damage on Fate though. Like just Sacred Relic, I know it's Wave of Fist and everything, but it does good damage. See, like Zwei, I'm kind of tempted to try Zwei as well. I guess there's also this one. Stats are a little bit more intensive though. I mean, we're gonna try a few things. Don't think I'm gonna be using Trusting Sword. I mean, I'm grabbing one, but I don't think I'll be keeping it. Trusting Sword, Trusting Sword. I guess we can grab one. Or actually, I should grab this one. The Queeling. Magma Blade. I don't know. We'll see. This one's a little bit too high on the fate. Strength's a little high for those. Maybe Dismounter could work, but we'll see. Back-end blades. Don't think I'll be using them, but you know. Let's just see. Great Cat. I don't know. I feel like Great Cat is more strength. The twin blades, though. Black steel twin blade is a problem on Fade builds. It really is. The axe? I don't think I'll be using axe. That Knight twin axe. I mean, we can have it as a swap, but we played with it last time. For the Fate axes, I really don't see a reason to use these. I guess maybe Executioner for crit, but even then, the stats are too high to really warrant that investment. And grab maybe like some of those. Envoy Horn for the meme. Marika Hammer, though, that's something I want to play with for a swap. Let's see, what else is there? This one, a little heavy. Again, these are a little heavy. Maybe this one, I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how usable, viable do you think daggers are? Well, it depends on which dagger. Like, if you're talking about the Wakazashi, that thing is like one of the better weapons in the game. Like, it's pretty meta. So, you know, in terms of usability, I'd say like this dagger is a 10. And even other daggers, when used intelligently, they're quite high. It's just that if you're trying to invade, you know, and you're looking for that big damage, you're not gonna get that with daggers. That's not their purpose. If you're trying to get big damage with daggers, you'll be disappointed. Like, daggers are more suited for 1v1. But they are absolutely viable. And even in Invasion, there's a reason why I get a bunch of finishers with dagger every stream. It's because it's my go-to for finisher, because it's actually very viable to hit someone with. So if you've been watching any stream for any amount of time, you'll know that I use dagger for finishers pretty much no matter the build. And that's just a testament to what I just mentioned there. Anvil, Devonia at 30 strength. I mean, I don't want to go 30 strength. We'll see. Bro, the sunflower. I'm almost tempted to try sunflower. The spears, they kind of smell. Great spears, we've played with enough great spears recently. We're gonna skip them for today. Although, like, I'm thinking, do I want, like, Vike swap? Illyria swap wouldn't be... Like, if I decide to go, like, high strength route, this Ash for a swap is not bad. I'm gonna grab one for now. Got this. And these weapons are high strength. Crazy. I mean, I haven't played with Sight in a while. But Sight is more strength, I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, so far, so good. Definitely gonna grab the emergency Pada. Always need an emergency Pada. Or a Cypher Pada, why not? Honestly, for the little investment in it, I might grab a Madding Hand for swap. I think for a Madding Hand swap makes sense here. I'm tempted also to get a Grafted Dragon, just to try it. What else? So far, I think this is enough. I think this should be enough for... So let's just, really quickly, let's just take a look at what we got. and what we absolutely want. I think I absolutely want a Milady today. I want the Milady, so I'm gonna go straight for 17 dex. So, Milady, yes. I think I want Wave of Fist. This one is 24 dex. Oof. Not sure I want it anymore. What about Marika Hammer? I want Marika Hammer, so 20 strength, here we go. I definitely want Marika today. Let's go 20 strength. Just for a mental note, if I go 38 here, if I go like 30, 2 here, like 1 here, and then, I mean, I can go pretty high. I can have some pretty balanced stats overall. The question is, like, what is the highest amount of dex that I need? Let's just take a look quickly. Yeah, 12, oh, 20, no, that's Fate, never mind. So far, 17, oh, 18 for, I mean, we can skip this sword, we don't need that. 24 dex for the Wave of Fists, ah, that one hurts. Fire Knight, Great Sword, 18. Maybe that could be worth it, probably a little more damage than Zwei on this. The HTS is 18. Great Katana, not very important. One sec, guys, I'll be right back. This is looking pretty balanced. I think this is going to be our stats. 60 vigor, 10 mind, 42 endurance, 30 strength, 17 dex, 13 int, 50 fate. I think this is what we're going to go for. Seems like a balanced stat allocation. We're going to go for that. Alright. So, this is a little change from what we've been doing recently, where we just put all our effort into damage. Now, for this in particular, we're kind of sacrificing insane damage output for a more balanced approach. Gonna remove the weapons we cannot wield. So we have a few swaps. First of all, as far as swaps are concerned, we're definitely going to want the sort of light swap just to buff ourselves. That's going to be like kind of a main one. We're probably going to go for Golden Vow as opposed to Golden Epita. Golden Vow is a better buff. Golden Epita is a more offensive buff. But Golden Vow is better. It lasts longer and it's more balanced overall. Gives more points for your buck. Gives a bit of defense and a bit of offense. Okay, so there's that. I don't think I'll be using straight swords much aside from the buff. Milady, we're gonna use that. Ordovis for a swap. Quite frankly, now that we have Devonia, well, I don't really know if I'm gonna swap much to Ordovis. We're gonna have it just in case, but I don't really see it. I think we're gonna grab our swaps right now and we're gonna figure out what we put for these swaps. And we're gonna figure out like which swaps are more important here. So there you go. You see, like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 swaps for this. And we only have a few slots. So there's going to be like 2 ticks away from these. We're probably going to be able to have 8 swaps. So the near swaps, the most important one, I think are going to be the Madness Hand, Marika Hammer, Devonia Hammer. And between these, what is most important? I'm hesitating between Greatsword of Damnation or just straight up buffing. I think Greatsword of Damnation is most tempting. So these are going to be our base swaps. I mean, it's really the classic for Fate build. Like, these are the dangerous swaps. The only thing I'm not convinced about is none of these swaps are really the best for roll catching. So there's that. Like, I'm thinking I might actually want to swap one of these to... like just a halberd with flame strike. I think I might do that. You know, some things just are best kept simple. I think we're gonna swap Greatsword of Damnation for halberd, flame strike. Okay, and then I don't think Beast Claw Hammer is necessary. I feel like Celeria for a range attack is probably a little better. Death Knight Twin Axe, I mean, it's gonna do good damage here. There's no denying it. Let's grab it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and we have one last swap. I think we're gonna go Sword of Light. Okay. So these are gonna be our swaps. This sequence here. Okay. Perfect. Now, we're gonna put all these weapons in the box. And we're gonna create a temporary inventory. This is good. Alright, now temporary weapon. Let's put this here. Alright, so let's start. We're gonna start with something that it's always good to have on pretty much any build. We're gonna start with Starfists. And then our first swap up. Our first swap up, I think Sword of Damnation. Where is it? I think Sword of Damnation is going to be there. After that, to the side here, I definitely want a Golem Great Bow and a Bone Bow. Then we're gonna represent these weapons with these. Now, actually, let me just double check something. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Okay, now for more weapons that are going to be good to have, we're going to go for Pada. Now our one tick up swap is going to be Maddinghand. As far as side weapons, I'm going to get I think a Zvi here. A Zvi and then a crossbow. Crossbow represented by this, right? Okay, now our main weapon. I think our main weapon is going to be something a little more simple. I'm thinking our main weapon is going to be a shield to swap from. So, like probably like Spiral Horn. Like Spiral Horn with parry. Something like that. We're not there yet though. Okay, so our side swaps. First side swap to the left. Side swap to the left, we can have Livonia is gonna be down. So Marika is gonna be there. Now, what do I want next to Marika? Probably Siluria. We're gonna go Siluria, Marika, the shield. Siluria, Marika, the shield. That's gonna be represented by this. Now our right side swap, the halberd. Aside from the halberd, the spin to win. Now two weapons that are going to be used for just main weapons. You probably go with two Milady. A down swap. My first down swap is going to be Devonia. Two weapons that are going to be used for main weapons. We're going to grab Black Steel Twin Blade, two of them. And two more weapons that are going to be used. Let's grab two sights, another down swap. Down swap from Devonia. Oh yeah, it's going to be sort of light buffing. Okay, and then two more weapons. Actually, these are going to be like the two last weapons, so probably like Clean Rot Shamshir maybe. And then the other weapons that we want to use are going to be what we have in our main inventory, and we're going to just use those to answer our need. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna remove the temporary stuff we put in there. This, and I think that's it. Let's see if the inventory lines up. It does. Perfect. All right. So this is going to be our inventory for today. Perfect. Now we're gonna infuse these weapons. That. Usually I have Barbaric Roar for the second one. Thinking probably Flame Strike, Flame Art. For the Zwei, you could easily go Sacred Blade, but I think I'm just gonna go Storm Stomp. For the Halberd, it's gonna be very simple. Flame Art, Flame Strike, the Milady, gonna be Sacred, this one, and probably Flame Art for the other one. This one we want a Sacred Blade, and this one is Spin Slash. For the sight, it's gonna be Flame Art, Flame Strike, and then perhaps another one. Perhaps another one that's you know what, why not? Let's go Sacred Blade. For the Clean Rot, I'm thinking Sacred Blade like right away. Like no BHS, just Sacred Blade. Shamshir, same thing, just Sacred Blade. Or actually, maybe just Flame Strike, Flame Art. The daggers, it's just Sacred. Oops, this one I put Poison. Okay, that's good. Now, for some of these other weapons that are going to be good to have. Something like this. And there's a few weapons that are just good to have overall. Honestly, Wakazashi here, one Flame Art and one Sacred Blade sounds actually pretty appealing. If I can find it. I passed it somehow. Wait, can you not say... Oh, okay, no, you can't. Never mind. Okay, that's good. The sights we have I mean, the HTS, don't think I'll be using that, but I guess that's good. Oh, my monitor just turned off. Gonna have to unplug and replug the cable. Give me one sec. Stupid monitors, man. Alright. Really doesn't do that throughout the stream. Okay. Technically we could have Gugs. Like Sacred Blade Gugs. Stormstone Gugs. Alright. Okay, I think we're good to go. Maybe like a claymore. Maybe a few claymores, actually. Should be good. That way we're gonna have plenty to choose from. Alright. That's perfect. Okay. I think we're probably gonna be just fine for most swaps. Like, let's say, for instance, I want to use Milady, and I Devonia swap. No, I can't. Yes, I can. Alright, perfect. There you go. All good. All good to go. Oh, we almost forgot the spell. Let's reallocate our spells. Yeah, fire coils, that's a good call. So for our main spell, I want... what's it called? I want Golden Vow. Where is it? There it is. Golden Vow. One Golden Vow. I prefer Bestial Vitality. I know I can have better healing than Bestial, but Bestial is more efficient FP-wise. And quite frankly, I don't really think I need other stuff today. Electrify Armament might be a good idea since we're already carrying a bunch of heavy weapons. So if we want to do extra damage, that might be an option. Heal from afar because broken. I think having this here is a good idea too. Just if we have to deal with elevators. Aside from that, you know, looking at everything, I think we have everything we need, really. Maybe Unendurable Frenzy just for the meme. And Shabriri if we need big damage, alright. The only thing I did not account for, let me just look at my weapons. Yeah, the only thing I didn't account for is the seal. The seal, I think I'm just gonna use Claw Mark, honestly. The spells are not gonna be doing good damage, but it is what it is, guys. Or I'm just gonna keep this one. Maybe later, if we really feel like we use spells, we're gonna switch it. Alright, let's try this out. Oh, almost forgot the pots and the coils. We need the big pots and we need the big coils. We're gonna remove our strings. Remove that. Discard this. Discard this. Grab this. Oh yeah, that's right. The Fate big pots are kind of dog shit. Because they don't knock them off. I think you're just better off with Frenzied Pot for Fate, honestly. And Fire Coils. So we're gonna put Fire Coils here. Madness Spots here. Cross Spots here. And just like that, everything is all good. Trying to think of like what weapon do I want to start with. I don't want to try Sacred Blade, milady. Let's grab that. Okay, I think everything's good now. Let's try it. Let's try this. We don't have the physic for damage, but we're gonna see if we feel like we need more damage. It's just that we have so many weapons that are split between fire and fate. So I don't really want to commit to my physic being fate if I end up using fire. And since this is a more balanced build, you know.
Hey.
Laggy. Actually very laggy. He did not even hit me there. The connections are garbage. At least the door's open. Oh yeah. Yeah. The connections are quite brutal. We're gonna try this here. This whole connection is actually kind of garbage. Like he's hitting from further than where he actually is. Everyone's laggy, what the fuck? We need to hit a madness hand. That's the goal. Yep. We got big giant. Let's cross them. Oh, great. That was it for you, big boy. Yeah, this one was extremely laggy and jank invasion. Like, we were getting hit, like, yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you know, like, we, like, like, we were here, and we were getting hit as if we were here. You know, like, you were going in that direction, and then there was, like, a massive delay. You were gonna get hit, like, in the past or something. Oh my god. charge it. Okay, it doesn't work. Not a fast swap, like a fast attack. Like again, like the holes there, I don't know if he was unlocked, but he was looking like elsewhere. Game seems quite laggy today. Also, we need to not forget about buffing, although to be fair, both the last invasion, we kind of spawned like right next to them. The servers were down all day. Yeah, PlayStation has been taking like quite a beating. I think it's time Nintendo take its place. Here we see him. There's two of them actually. Probably should have gotten off the poison before doing that. These guys look fine. Make my input there. We're gonna try something here. Try to boss them first. Good. And the lag is real today. Waiting for an opportunity to do that. Just back up a little more, please. I think we're gonna have to focus on the non-fingerprint. exchange there. I don't really know what's the play, like they just stick together. So annoying. They keep saving each other. It's just so bad. Okay, how do we do this? Now we're out of healings. We're out of healings. Out of healings, and quite frankly, I'm not too sure what the right approach is. Let's go sight flame strike. No, it's raining. Let's go with this one. Let's try Golden Vow. All right. One shit player down. And of course right now he's running. And poo-poo right on the forehead. I think sight was the correct play here. You know, sometimes simple is better. You know, you're fighting two great shields with small weapons. You want to be able to force through their attack and hit them through their shield. I think it's as simple as that. Because it was not possible to put, like, sustained stamina damage on them. And also one of them had a whip. A whip is basically like you know, a caster. It plays like pretty much the same when you're invading and you're fighting whips. It's like the whip range is so long that you're basically fighting a caster. The fingerprint certainly shuts down a lot of options, though. Like, even the Starfists, which are, you know, usually pretty good against shields, even the Starfist didn't have enough stam damage to just put sustained pressure on the guy. We would have been able to use Starfist if it was just the guy alone, but it's the fact that you're fighting two people. It's hard to pressure one guy when you're getting attacked by the other. And that's kind of what you need when you want to break a guard, like you need to put sustained pressure. Whenever you say Great Shield and Invasion, always feels like it's gonna take forever. Yeah, but like someone said earlier, I think I should have gone earlier for the Great Sword of Damnation swap. Like, technically, like, it's always easy to say stuff in hindsight, but like in hindsight, my main weapon should have been Sight. What I should have done is like try to hit the shield for a bit of damage, then try to get the finisher with Damnation. Like, you know, you get like, you do 1/3 of their damage with the Sight, and then you expect the Great Sword of Damnation to do the 2/3, or you do half the damage with the Sight, the other half with the Ash Grab. That probably was like the correct course of action to win quicker. But to be fair, like, they played very close to each other, so it was not easy to pull off like any sort of swaps on them. Like, we did get like a spin fist on the Great Shield and a Madness Hand Ash of War on the other guy that did not Madness proc because he was blocking. But it was difficult to find like the opportunity to go for it. How many players in there? Oh, it's a full squadron. Let's just start with buffing. Like I hit him. Hit there. has that. Little lag. Oh no, he blocked it. I should have grabbed him there, or should have hit him. What the? I just got scammed. I just got scammed by the crazy lag, dude. I did not deserve that death, like, one bit. You can't do anything there. It's just, like, impossible to avoid lag. That is just like shit connection there. I can't do anything here. Sort of Light is overriding Golden Vow. That's unfortunate. No, it doesn't. Okay, well let's test it. Right now our AR is at 740. Our AR right now is at 851. No, it doesn't override it. 947. Let's just double check. We're just gonna do Golden Vow. No, it doesn't override it. Like, technically, like, for a Fate build, like, Golden Vow into Sword of Light is, like, the optimal buff. You can replace Golden Vow with Epita. Epita is a little more damage and no defense. Whereas Golden Vow gives you some defense and some damage. And lasts longer, I think, as well. It lasts 80 seconds, which is quite nice. Yep. You usually go for Golden Vow. Yeah, I think Golden Vow makes more sense in more situations. Really, for just a few reasons. Like, point for point, it's more optimal. Like, you get more, you get a stronger buff, like, overall. If you couple the defense and the offense, the Golden Vow is a stronger buff. And the fact that it lasts longer, it should never be underestimated, the length of your buff. Like, having buffs that last longer is very important. So we got Midwich here. Wow. Okay. Died here. What a scrub. Didn't hit him. Wonder if he's just gonna fall wall right away. Looks like he's going toward the other elevator. Yep. Shit player just died by himself. Great. All right. All right. $50 fate? Yes, we got $50 fate today. You know what? Bro. Insane. That's funny. Why Devonia instead of Ordovis? Oh, Devonia is just stronger for this purpose. Ordovis is not very good, honestly. It doesn't do enough damage for invasions. Devonia does big damage. Only ladder. They just use ladder on us. Alright. That is not the right one. But you know what? Let's do this. Like, I thought I had Sacred Blade at first. And I was like, you know what? He has Blind Spot. Like, Spin Slash is pretty good against Blind Spot. Players. Oh, we see one. We got LeBron over here. Wait, is that the players from last time? Might be. And of course he's running. Bro, he gave up because he was at the Grace. That's crazy. And these people, I swear to God. What I find funny is, like, you know, like, he was, you know, like, just a few feet from the Grace. But it was important for him to run all the way to the Grace before giving up. You know, like, you know, the Grace was there, and the guy was, like, let's say we were fighting, like, over here. You know? Like, we were fighting over here, and, like, he didn't give up here. Like, for him, like, he needed... He needed to be right next to the Grace before giving up. He needed to be over there. It's just weird. Which game do you think has the best PvP? I think Armored Core Verdict Day had the best PvP. What about the Souls games? Dark Souls 2? Nah, dude, Dark Souls 3 had better PvP than Dark Souls 2. Even Elden Ring, if it wasn't for all the... Like, you know, Elden Ring would be the best one, but it's not because of, like, self-inflicted problems. Like, the player limit is being the biggest one, like, the physic... Like, the fights depending on the physic being on a timer, that fucks up the fight. And there's no fight club, there's no team invasion, so you cannot say Elden Ring because of these things. And also, they fucked up the Hyper Armor and the Poison in Elden Ring. Like, if these things were fixed, Elden Ring would be the, you know... Because it has the better combat variety. And you can play with off-meta in this game and have, like, a lot more success than you could in the other games. With that being said, you know, like, even with all its flaws, and trust me, like, Dark Souls 3 is far from perfect. I think Dark Souls 3, because of all the problems I mentioned regarding Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3 is, like, the winner by default. Like, Dark Souls 3 just wins by default, not because it should be the winner, but more like because Elden Ring kinda had two significant pitfalls. And like, don't get me wrong, Dark Souls 2 has its own set of issues like that are like really self-inflicted. Like soul memory is one of these major mistakes. Like Dark Souls 2 soul memory was a big problem. It prevents players from playing together. Like when you have like fundamental problems like that, you just cannot ignore it because they're always constantly in your face. Dark Souls 3 was a bow glitch fest. Yep. Throughout the end of the game, Dark Souls 3 was quite terrible, to be honest. But the thing is like in the proper context, Dark Souls 3 is still more skillful than Elden Ring, purely because it doesn't have as many like RNG problems. And when I say RNG, I mean that in Elden Ring you lose priority while, you know, you lose priority even if you draw first blood or even if you have the first hit on your opponent. Like in normal circumstances, having the first hit on your opponent should dictate you being the aggressor, but in Elden Ring it doesn't. That's like a big problem. That kind of fucks up the flow of balance, and it makes fights be more like trading, like festive trading, and just like it's not even read at this point because it's a guessing game more than anything. That's why I say it's RNG, and that's like one issue. Then you have the red and blue tier stone, which are too strong, and they make it so that players are harder to beat on their red and blue tier stone than they are on no red and blue tier stone. Like it's harder to kill someone from their tiny sliver of health on red and blue tier than it is to get them to red and blue tier, which should not be a thing. And then you have the physic that's on a timer. You know, you could outplay your opponent for the whole game, and then physic runs out, and you end up being on the losing end because your physic run out. Well, that's another RNG problem that doesn't favor the player who played best. And on top of that, you have the input eating, which is just plainly unacceptable. It's just how it is. Greedy bastard. We're next on the menu. We got see, like right there we hit the guy, but we got aim punched. I don't know if you noticed, but when we did the crouch attack was timed properly. It was in range, but because we got clipped by the spell, our sight went flying while we were attacking, which made us miss that attack. Like stuff like that is just pure inconsistency, and no matter how good you are at the game, you cannot account for this sort of stuff. And so problems like that are just constantly in your face everywhere in this game. And so you cannot say, because of that, you just cannot put Elden Ring above even Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, and maybe even Dark Souls 1 for that matter. Like the problems are just too great. Like it makes the game too inconsistent for this to be a contender for good PvP in any way, shape, or form. And so I think you have to put all other Souls game above Elden Ring by default because of that. Even though Elden Ring could easily be the best one if it didn't have all of these problems. ES1 was so janky though. Dark Souls 1 still made sense if you understood the game though. Like yes, it was jank, but it was consistent in its jank. Like if you play Dark Souls 1 for long enough, like you're gonna be very consistent, and you're gonna learn that the tech that are in Dark Souls 1 are also a lot of fun. I wouldn't put, for that reason though, I wouldn't put Dark Souls 1 like above Dark Souls 2 and 3, but that's just the way I see it. Because like you said, it is still janky at the end of the day, but But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, Dark Souls 1 is a lot of fun if you understand the game. How many players? 2 players. Oh, we got Mid-Witch. Alright, let's go. Whoa. There he is. Oh, they're both Frost Boys. Nice. I'm not sure I want this weapon. Let's go with this. My teammate should be close. Already? Bro, I didn't have time to do anything. Yo, Green, thanks for the 13 months, man. Really appreciate that. Welcome back, man. The damage with Sword of Light added is nuts. Yeah, dude, I'm looking at you like just using the Wakizashi and you're like killing people like it's the second invasion where I just leave you to your 1v1 and I don't even have time to engage my opponent and your opponent is already dead. Are you missing Dark Souls 3 or no? No, like when we say the best Souls like PvP, it's not because they're good. It's more because like they win by default. Like Dark Souls 3 was like so flawed, especially toward the end, that it's like you cannot go back to that. Like it's just going backward. Like we need improvements, not regressions. That's the problem with Souls and FromSoft. It's always like a few, you know, you do one step forward and then a few steps back. That's the problem. I think it might be above. I feel like I'm not going the right way. Okay, let me just respawn. Let's just respawn. Should see it now. It's like a circus. Man, it was already a circus when I left. Like, my favorite part about this circus though is like, you know, if you've played Dark Souls, you know like all the shitters and their little circle jerk. Bro, they started turning on each other when I left. They didn't have anyone to expose, so they started exposing each other. I thought that shit was so funny. I really thought that's like, man, like, these people are really fucking animals. It's so funny, dude. I always thought that was hilarious.
Hey!
Oh shit, right here. It's big. Oh, so close. Okay, this guy's separated. Not for long though. Oh, it's a Moonveil. You got a blue to deal with. Ah, you can't really go past them. I did not mean to go here. Okay, it's a good spot. We have a bit of room to maneuver. Just need one. Nah, never mind. The Moonveil is going to be problematic. We can get the host with the Ash, but fucking blue coming out of nowhere. Okay, we made it. We need to damage him before doing that. We cannot put like sustained pressure. Like we can grab him, but it's not getting us anywhere. Like we need to damage him first. Gankers outplayed and saved though. I love how that stunned me like instantly. And desync on top of that. Don't have time to do much. Wow, we lost that trade, dude. That was the correct play to hit both, but I guess we should not have done two in a row. We just got out-spammed. Yo, Braun, thanks for the raid. Really appreciate that. I feel like I played correctly, but I guess you just cannot... You cannot throw like two of those in a row like that. Because it's gonna work against one guy, but against two people spamming at you, they out-damage you apparently. We have any Shamshir players in chat? Bro. You guys also get triggered by Shamshir? Yeah, boy. You hate Shamshir? I don't mind Shamshir whatsoever. I think it's a good weapon. Not my favorite to play with, but I don't really see any issues with it. There you go. Release Tarnished, bro. Tarnished is gonna save us all. You always get tilted by Milady. Milady is I feel like Milady is one of those like gimmick that can do all the work for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually like playing with it, but like there's really nothing special about just spamming jumping R2s like over and over. And it works, that's the worst part. Okay, pretty sure they're gonna be above, yeah. Let's just buff up. It feels like it plays itself. Yeah, kinda. That's what I think too. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a fun weapon to play with, but I agree it's like very often you can just like. I mean, there's a way to make it like more skillful. Like, you know, you can try to outspace with it and do like. So that's not what I wanted actually. Camera is not cooperating whatsoever. We're gonna try again. There you go, that's one. And now that we have a little bit of time, I'm gonna rebuff this. They're going back to the grace. Okay. We're going all the way back. Crazy. Alright, let's do it here. Try to be too aggressive. Okay, let's just start sleep pot. If we can sleep them here. You can definitely sleep them. I feel like they're close. Keep thinking I have a Sacred Blade. Let's try. You know what? I'm gonna do this, and then bring blue, and I'm thinking Marika Hammer here in a second. Like sometimes I'm making it more complicated than it should be. Like here, I think just Marika spam from the get-go probably would have won this. Let's try Claymore. I haven't played with Claymore in quite some time. How low is the mind on Heavy Knight? It's 8 mind, but like 8 mind is it's not as low as people make it out to be. Like it's only a few points lower. Like in terms of actual FP. Like basically like it's not like, what is it? Like let's say you compared that to 10 mines. Like 8 mines 20% less, but it's not actually 20% less FP. That's the thing. It's less than that. So like comparatively it's pretty good. How many players in there? It's one guy with pre-buffs. Oh no, there's another guy. There's 2 players. Let's do our little buffing routine. Alright, let's try this out. I think I'm gonna start with this. Oh, I thought it was a great sword. Okay, well, that's my fault. An ultra. Oh, latency is quite bad. Oh my god. Wow. Great player. Insane eel. I didn't pay attention. I thought he had another great sword, not an ultra. I thought I could tank his attack at the start. Dude, I remember when the game came out, I used to main like Claymore with Storm Stomp because of Dark Souls 3, but Great Swords are just not the same in this game. They're better, don't get me wrong, they're actually better than Dark Souls 3, but they don't play quite the same. One player, but you know, you might never find them. One player somewhere. Yeah, boy. I bet he's on top of that tower, but I don't even know if I can reach him. I'm just gonna try to respawn 3 times and then probably back off if they're not there. Yo, Frenzied Shade, thanks for the gifted to B-Fuzz. Really appreciate that. It's always an honor to duel until they start losing. Yeah, it's always like that. Absolutely. Okay, same spawn. Try again. Same spawn again. Honestly, I don't even think it's worth spawning again. It's just the game doesn't really spawn you properly in this map, unfortunately. It's just here to waste your time. Dude, FromSoft really gave no shit about the spawn. They really didn't. They didn't give a single fuck. Like, their whole system is so bad for the spawn. It's laughable how bad this is. Like, seriously, guys, like, any developer that gave a fuck would have never let this like that. That's just crazy. Yo, Maya, thanks for the raid. Really appreciate that. Welcome in, guys. Fully procedural spawn placing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with procedural spawn. It's just that they didn't even bother to like fix the height axis, you know, like the, let's call it the y-axis. They didn't fix the y-axis, so like you can spawn in proximity to your opponent, but like on completely other floors, which like clearly is just a massive issue. Light roll latency. Okay, he's close though. Oh, goes down. Like, we're not gonna catch this guy with great sword. There's just no way. It's not gonna happen. Yo, Steel, thanks for the... Or actually, Seiju, thanks for the gifted sub to Steel. Really appreciate that. Zero effort made on the spawns? Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know, it's one thing to have, like, you know, Elden Ring release where the spawns are fucked up like that, and you know, maybe it was not as bad in the network test. Like, you know, you can give a pass for the game releasing like this. Like, it's understandable. Maybe they didn't invade much in their testing, they didn't encounter as many issues, you know. I'd give it a pass, but like leaving it like that, I mean, there's just no excuse. You disagree? You have to go through a lot of effort to make the spawn this bad? Yeah, that's another take, I guess. Yo, Cause, thanks for the resub for 29 months, man. Really appreciate that. Someone tells Still we ran into pepperoni. Dude, that invasion lasted like a few seconds. Like... You know, they ganked me right from the get-go. I almost died, but I survived. Then we got a second invader, then, you know, died right away, then just started running, and then died on his own somewhere. It's just a really poor showing. Yo, Drong, how you doing, man? Not this fucking place again. The last invasion here last stream was quite painful. Okay, oh, we see them. How many players? There's a full squad. Alright. I think we should wait for them. Actually, now that we have some time, let's just... do that. Oh! What are you doing here? It ate my input. God fucking damn it. Oh my god. That is not the swap I wanted. It's just muscle memory. On some of my inventories, I have dagger with ticks up, and this one I had dagger tick down. That's just my fault there, getting confused. Just gonna wait for them, you know, like just chilling here. Just commit to it, bro. I guess we're not getting that anymore. Okay, just randomly decided to push. Left his friend here. Interesting choice. Slightly off, bro. That's just brain fart. I feel like they're gonna fall off at some point. Yeah, I knew it. I knew they would fall off. You could just see it coming. Like, they didn't look at where they were going. Yo, Izuna, thanks for the resub for 7 months. Really appreciate that. Torture myself with invasions? Yeah. Sometimes it does feel like it. But, you know, at least I have the chat to chill with me, so it's really not that bad. No fire coils? I do have fire coils, I just always forget to use them. Dude, I'd have you know that houseplants have pretty good awareness. Like, they just move very slowly, but they do move in the direction of the light pretty consistently. Like, you'd be surprised at how well, like, houseplant track light. I think that's good spatial awareness. They just move slowly, that's all. We next to him in some capacity? Or is that another Elden Ring spawn moment? I think it's another Elden Ring moment. Yeah. It seems like he's in front of the boss and we just spawn down there. Yo, Drunk. Really appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. Bro. Stop it. We cannot spawn next to him. We just can't. Canadians watch Sopranos? I have no idea what that is. I don't watch it. I don't really watch anything. Oh! We finally got a spawn. Oh my god. Do that. You know he was waiting the whole time for this. You don't have time to finish him. Rolled that. I mean, you could expect it, really. And we always keep invading the same players nowadays. Good fight. Let's grab Starfist here. Gonna do this. I ate my input there. It's scary. I ate my input again. What the hell? There's so much input eating in this game. Great fight. Something seamless, dude. The more time passes, the more I really feel like I should. Like these, I mean, this game is getting quite sad. At least, you know, Duskblood is around the corner, so... But man, oh man, when I watch, you know, when I watch like Cleve, like Teach, you know, play Seamless, it looks a lot more fun than whatever I'm doing on this game. Three players. Alright. 3 players. Okay, that's just bad by me, and we can't engage because of the spell spam. I'm gonna go toward PvE. They just made quick work of that thing. We're gonna have to play around these pillars. I'm dead here. Okay, well. We escaped the first blender, we healed, which was the correct decision, but I mean, we got blendered like right after from quite a long distance on top of that. Yeah, 100 to 0 blender from range. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what happened. He missed that. That is not in range. Oh, this guy has latency up the ass. Gonna have to dodge everything. There was a chance to hit there, but okay, there we go. Finally. I think we can just attack him. It's like, you never know, like, either you have to respect the hyper armor, or they don't know what they're doing and they just start panic rolling, so... Like, you don't know if you should be attacking or not. right? Alright. Nice, a good map. Oh, there's only one guy. Unfortunately. Guys, I don't know if boiled crab stacks with golden vow or not. I have no idea, but I'm just gonna do that. What does he have? Oh, it's Great Cat. Oh no, it's Sight. Alright. Interesting. Some latency. When I noticed the latency, I just went for trade since I was up HP wise. That's a trick question, Rust. I'm not taking any part of that. It's a trap question even. We're gonna try Sight with Sacred Blade now that we have our buffs active. Wow, he had no health whatsoever. What song is this? I don't know the song, but this is the Shadow of the Colossus OST. One of my favorite fantasy OST. It's really good. Did you ever try Seamless? No, I never tried it. Dude, I played the Elden Ring on PC for 10 minutes when the game came out. That's it. I never played any of that after that. Like, I thought at launch that I would be playing on PC mainly, but the game just kept crashing, so I just swapped and never really went back. That's all there is to it. Keep in mind, like, PC for Elden Ring was kind of garbage for, like, I don't fucking know how long, like over a year, I think. There was like a 2-minute disconnect bug. Like, it was quite horrible for quite some time. I feel like Seamless is a crutch sometimes. Well, when I watch people play Seamless, you know, the HP difference that the player have definitely plays a big role in how you have to play. Because on the one hand, like, you have like so much more health, and on the other hand, well, your opponents also have so much more health. But, you know, you have teammates most of the time from what I'm seeing, so that's really the biggest deal. Like, when you have teammates, you know, when you have teammates, you have teammates. Good fight. We have a teammate in there? No, we don't. Never mind. Save them. Gankers, outplayed and saved. Close. Thank you. Save this friend. What happened to teammate? The teammate died instantly. The host would turn off the tongue, so I peeked a little bit. The light rolling Clouds of Night has high latency, which is problematic. Oh, he early hit that big time. think what we're gonna do is take our time here. Oops. We got teammate. Waiting for a teammate. Story anchors, played and saved. What the BS that? Alright, well. This guy is so latent, he's so bad, but his latency and light roll is just carrying him like like times fold. Like light roll is really the best friend of bad players. It really is. It really doesn't favor good players, it favors bad players, because you get away with mistakes that good players don't make. Light roll on vanilla PC is a crime? I believe it. I've seen some of these streams where people just teleport constantly. I don't know how people can play vanilla PC, really. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. How many players? A full squadron. You're gonna be careful from here. I think we're gonna buff in advance because it shows that they're close. I want to take. I don't want to risk it too much. Did they move? Important kill. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh my god, the latency is horrible. Their connection is so garbage. Holy shit, Ned, dude. That is some... Alright, this guy's net is just too bad. This connection is so god-awful. Alright, we have to change direction. Alright, these guys were bad, but the connection is too shit, unfortunately. Like, their net is just too garbage. Like, you can't dodge their attack because you can't see it. They just are constantly in a state of lagging like crazy. They're not very good either, that's the problem. Like, doesn't matter how bad they are. If you can't see their attack, you're not gonna dodge it. Dumb camera. Okay, push. Guy did no damage. All right. Push PvP. Go here. I don't think they're up here. I think they're probably down. Should not drink my physic though. I think that's just drinking it too early. Oh. Come on. All this game. Let's try. You know what? Let's try Zvi. Why not? There you go. How many players? 2 players. Good fight. They were in the boss room. Great. this place. Always a dangerous cave. Not a player. I feel like they're close, but I don't know where exactly. Be here somewhere. Yeah, I mean. I hesitated for a moment. My dagger swap is never at the same spot anymore. The R2 did good damage though. Oh, one guy died. And the host is in trouble. Oh. You get the Fire Sword Colossal 2 on this. I would need one more point index to get the Fire Knight one. One more point index. Because I have 17 points index right now. You need 18. There you go. Yeah, I have fire coils on my quick bar and I've not used a single one today. That's how that's how much I'm not used to using them. Should be spamming them once I'm at range. God damn it. How's the activity today? I'd say it's fairly active. Uh-oh. We went for it, like, right from the get-go. So it's pretty risky to do what I just did, but it's more fun. It's more fun to just jump in the pile. Makes it more entertaining. Yo, baby turtle, how you doing, bro? Like, I've definitely had days where the game was way more dead than this. Like, way, way more. Bro. My god, the elevation. It seems Duskblood network test matchmaking will be region locked based on the fact. Dude, could you imagine if the actual game is region locked? That would be quite nice, actually. Like, imagine, like, From Software first, like, game with, like, really good connection happens to be on Switch. Just because it's the first game where they actually decide to enforce a region lock. The irony would be hilarious. Like, all it took all this time was just a region lock. That's it. Region lock, but the regions are whack. Yeah, it's region lock, but it's Japan and Australia together, and then the rest of the world is another region. In typical From Software fashion. No, but all jokes aside, like, From Software games are popular enough so that there would be enough activity. The only issue with, like, games like Elden Ring or Souls is that the player base is scattered throughout different, like, soul level brackets. So, like, you have people at level, you know, like 20, 30, 40, you know, all the way to 300 plus. So all these groups are separated, which makes it so it's less feasible to have to enforce a region lock. Because the way they handle, like, level bracket matchmaking just fucks up everything, and it would hurt activity too much if they enforced a region lock on top of that. But if you ask me, I think a region lock is more important than, you know, having players, like, be separated throughout many different level brackets. I mean, we talk about that all the time. It's like, FromSoft should just make a max level that's lower than, like, you know, 800. Like, a 200 max level would be perfect for a game like Elden Ring. Have max level be at 200, and then you just have, like, everyone play at that level bracket. That's it. America and Europe are separate? Yeah, well, that's usually what region lock means. I wonder how active Duskblood will be. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people in the network test. Can you imagine if they have, like, way less like application than they expected, and like the game is not really that popular because it's Switch 2 and no one on Switch cares about these PvP games. That would be kind of funny. Latency is real here. Let's go over there. This guy's net is something terrifying. Oh yeah. Oh my fucking god, bro. This is disgusting. Bro, this connection is disgusting. Nice. I'll definitely take that. We could do a follow-up like that. Good attempt. Like today we've had some disgusting connections. Like some of these people today are so laggy. Like this guy was more latent and laggy, but man oh man, today has been quite dangerous for connections. Like our first death today was just a teleporting you know, moon attack guy that basically one-shot us in some sort of lag. That was quite nasty. Actually, dude, no, that's not true. Most of our deaths today were actually due to lag, but we had like one where we got blendered from a distance by a bunch of mage spam. I don't think there was any lag there. We got killed from start to finish by a blender from range who just spell spam. Oh man, this fucking game. You hope you get a key for the test? Honestly, I'm pretty sure everyone will get a chance to play it, especially if they have it, like, region lock. And also, the network test, the registration, they said that it was a first-come, first-served basis, so if you registered, like, right when it dropped, I mean, you should be on, you know, you should logically be accepted. You know, the thing I fear the most about this network test is 30 FPS. If that game is 30 FPS, I think we can already say goodbye to it. If it's 30 FPS, it's not gonna have any lasting power. People don't want to play 30 FPS anymore. How many people will be awarded? 5. I don't know, dude. Like, if they want to go 30 FPS, they should at least have it 40. Like, 40 is bearable. Keep in mind, guys, believe it or not, but 40 FPS is actually double the refresh rate for, 40 FPS is double 30 FPS in perceived visual, smoothness, weirdly enough. So, technically, no game should ever come out at 30 FPS, even if they think they have to. They should always aim for 40 no matter what. It's not a dead end. An important kill. No, he doesn't push, alright. Yeah, I see what he's going for. Okay, this guy's net is all full as well. Yeah, the Phantom's connection is terrible. Here. He is here. Wow, insane stuff on pillar there. So close. Gonna try something else. He's going for the BS there. Connection is so disgustingly trash. It's horrible. And man, in days like that, I really wish I was on my strength build. Holy shit, net. Oh my god, bro. Okay, we're gonna need to switch strategy. You know what? We regen too slowly. Oh my god, the connection is too bad. The connection's too shit, man. Even if these players are trash, like... I'm out of healings. It's just light roll with shit net. Like, if you want to kill someone like that, it's really easy. You have, you just pull out Pada and Dur and then quit rod bundles, but I'm not on the right build to do that. I can't use rod bundles on a Fade build. Like, that Phantom is complete trash, but, you know, he has his friend to cover all his mistakes, and on top of that, like, his latency is just too high. The light roll makes him able to just panic roll every time he makes a massive mistake. It's just sad, really. It always sucks losing to terrible players, but I mean, it is what it is, you know, when you invade, you're fighting multiple people. It's very easy to get carried by having a friend next to you. Yeah, that's true, Chirko. That's very true. Oh, there's multiple giants. I thought there was only one. I mean, the guy is just fucked. Dude, these spot throws are hella accurate. Or maybe not. feel bad for this guy. I don't think he had the tongue on purpose. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Let's go kill the blue back there. Oh, we won't have time. Oh, it's one guy. Buff up two. Excited. Or 2 players. I remember at one point I worked super hard to get some kills here. I made them fall with Radon's sword in the hole, and then they just respawned up top. This game is actually so dumb. Comboed. Oh my god, this fucking game. Bro, come on. Insane player, he's gonna jump off, dude. Bro, what is this? Alright, you know what? Like, this is just a waste of time. Alright, Keeper, you're so fucking gillable, man. Seriously. You guys are horrible today, I swear to God. Alright, let's buff up. Alright. I mean, we have to take it. The kill is there, yeah. Bro. What is going on? Tell him, Jericho. Oh boy. Is there a reason to use one-handed sight? I've seen Frosty play with one-handed sight at some point. He was making it work. It was on Arcane though. I do like two-handed sight, but I prefer sight on strength build really. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to Claymore. Let's go back to Clay. Let's do this. He really did the Claymore R1 dirty in Elden Ring by removing the hitbox on the hill, so we can't, like, do these unlock early hits like we used to do in Dark Souls 3. Where's my Marika hammer? Yeah, that's true. I don't use it enough. Use it more. More America hammer? Yeah. Bug chasers. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. I forgot about these guys. Oh my god. Thanks for the gifted sub, whoever that was. Yeah, I got a Switch 2 thanks to Gabri. I would not have gotten one if it wasn't for him, but he donated like 500 bucks specifically for me to buy a Switch 2, so here we are. So big thanks to Gabri. Hopefully the game is 60 FPS. I really hope so. Game is starting to slow down a little bit. You hope the game is worth the purchase? If the game is bad, I'm gonna sell the Switch 2 if it's bad. Could you imagine if the trailer is 60 FPS and the game is just 30? That would be so bad, dude. You know, like they just had the trailer at 30 FPS and they just AI upscaled it and, you know, AI interpolated it. Those are just like generated frames to make it look like 60. Big brain bait? Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to do either. Like, they could absolutely do that. Seems quite likely. I mean, they could. They really could. I mean, it's Nintendo we're talking about. I think Steel told me a little bit ago that Nintendo was the publisher in some capacity. Like, FromSoft is publisher, but so is Nintendo. Do that. Big hit. All right. I love how it just missed that point blank. There you go. No, thanks for the anonymous gifted sub again. Really appreciate that. Is there a chance they'll port it to console? I don't know. It's hard to say, really. I don't think so, but you never know. Could we use AI to increase performance in games? Oh, absolutely. I mean, just look at DLSS and FrameGen. That's basically one way AI can maybe not. The DLSS is not, well, transformer model I guess is AI, and transformer model actually looks better than the base resolution, which is quite crazy. It's kind of a trade though. I mean, it is for sure. But DLSS transformer isn't. That's the thing. Like, DLSS transformer looks better than the native image for whatever reason. I swear to God, every time I use it, it actually looks like a little sharper and less blurry. And it runs better than base game because it's technically a lower internal resolution to render. I mean, it's pretty crazy tech when you think about it. Not all games support it, but for those who do, it's a no-brainer. Also, I'm not a hater of what's it called? tried to, we had one chance to kill him, like at the start. You know, if they're by themselves here, like they die in a few seconds, but, you know, they're never gonna be by themselves. Again, where is your Marika hammer? I think you missed it, Smokey. That's the second time we invade them. Marika didn't do shit against them. I mean, Marika is bad, like, let's be real. It's a noob slayer weapon. And it can be good for jumping off ledges. Smokey, I bet you I shit on you with every weapon. Not even joking. Did you guys see the DLSS 5 vid? They had this presentation of DLSS 5. It looks quite amazing. Like, it's not the same as when they announced it. When they announced it, you know, like, everyone was complaining because it looked uncanny and everything, but they had, like, a presentation a few days ago. And they've shown, like, they basically, like, you know, they went back to the drawing board, apparently, and they kept modifying it. And now, like, from the looks of it, like, there's a bunch of sliders where they can tweak things. You know, they added, like, 2 more models to it. It looks actually quite good. I just stopped being obnoxious, Smokey. That's all there is to it. They haven't downscaled the requirement. For DLSS 5, when they first announced it, it was... One second, I'm gonna finish my thought afterward. Frame trap? Oh my god, almost frame trap for a long time too. Hate my input there. That all comboed, what the fuck? Why did the axe combo there? Bro, that all comboed, I don't get it. Yo, Steve, thanks for the resub for 41 months, dude. Really appreciate that. No, you don't need two 5090 anymore. Like in that presentation, they said it runs on one GPU now. They didn't say which one, so I assume it's probably one 5090 instead of two. But you know, we didn't get to see like the details about the performance. Like we don't know if it's like, you know, like you need frame gen in order to run that shit, you know. Or a 6090, yeah, who knows? Maybe it's running on the next gen stuff, not the current GPUs. I mean, we don't know really. it again, dude. Let's try this. It can go it can go down ledges. I didn't know that. Players. Never mind. Oh, what's up, Clevy? Where am I supposed to go here, though? I kind of got confused there. Well, now that's a good spawn. I kind of saved him. Might get fog rolled. Yep. And the invasions are starting to get pretty sad, though. Alright, what do you have? Alright, we're gonna try to do one last one, and then I think I'm gonna call it. As it started to slow down quite a lot. Getting a lot of fog walls. I might keep this build though for next stream. I feel like there's a lot of weapons we could play with. Like even Claymore, we really didn't have much time to, or much opportunities to play with it. We're gonna get fog walled. You know what? Let's just finish him. Just stood there. Alright, let's just call it here. Have some work to do still, so thanks everyone for coming by the stream again. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you guys up later. Alright, take care guys. Let's raid someone. Anyone playing Elden Ring? Let's see. Oh, Marvin's playing Elden Ring. Let's raid Marvin. Yo, chilling. Thanks a lot, man. Alright, take care, guys.